Good afternoon, Elizabeth Ide. Today I'm going to read you the story called The Day Jimmy's Boa Ate the Wash. This story is told by Trinka Hakes Noble. She is the author. This was one of my favorite books when I was a kid, and I'm going to read you a little summary of the back so that you have a little bit of understanding. The class trip to the farm was pretty dull until the cow started crying, the pigs got on the school bus, and Jimmy's pet boa got loose in the hen house. So if you know anything about a pet boa, which is a type of a snake, you can see closely up there, is they probably are not going to do very well in a hen house. What do you think they will do? If you have ever been to a farm before, what kind of animals have you seen there? What kind of pets do farmers have? What do you think all these students are going to experience on their school field trip? I also want you to think about what were some of your favorite animals that you saw at the farm. Okay, so if you've ever been to a farm, think of your favorite animals that you saw, and I'm going to show you this up close. So maybe you might see some animals that you went to a farm and saw before. What animals might be some of the silliest animals? What kinds of things did the farm animals eat? What kind of chores do you think that needs to be done on the farm? If you don't know what a chore is, that means how can you help out with your family? Even if you're a kid, it's kind of like a little job for you. Like a chore at your home might be to do the dishes, take out the trash, make your bed, clean your room. Those are all types of chores. So let's start to read. How was your class trip to the farm? Oh, boring, kind of dull, until the cow started crying. I wonder what it means when the cow started crying and what happened that made the cow start crying. Now, this story is kind of backtracking. It's starting from the end of the field trip, and now we're going to get into the field trip because this little kid is going to explain to their parent what is going on. A cow crying? Yeah, you see a haystack fell on her. But a haystack just doesn't fall. So here's a picture of the haystack falling on the cow. In case you are unfamiliar with a haystack, it's lots of straw that's kind of usually wrapped up, and it's either in rectangles or cylinders. It does if a farmer crashes into it with his tractor. Oh, come on, a farmer wouldn't do that. He would if he were too busy yelling at the pigs to get off our school bus. Oh my, I wonder what the mom is thinking, that this farmer is having to yell at their pigs to get off of a school bus. How did they even get on it? What were the pigs doing on the bus? Eating our lunches. Oh my, look at that mess that is going on. I wonder what made them go onto the school bus to eat the kids' lunches. I wonder if it had something to do with Jimmy's boa going into the hen house and causing disruption all around the farm. Why were they eating your lunches? Because we threw their corn at each other and they didn't have anything else to eat. Well, that makes sense, but why were you throwing corn? Because we ran out of eggs. Out of eggs? Why were you throwing eggs? So these kids were having a food fight, but not with their own food. It was with the animals. Because of the boa constrictor. The boa constrictor? Yeah, Jimmy's pet boa constrictor. What was Jimmy's pet boa constrictor doing on the farm? Oh, he brought it to meet all the farm animals, but the chickens didn't like it. Now, if you notice within this picture, there's a lot of animals out, and they do not like the boa constrictor. Here's the start of the boa constrictor, and it goes all the way down to this last kid. And see how big of a bag it's in? They do not look happy that the boa constrictor's there. Probably because the boa constrictor's going to do what to those animals? If you said eat them, that's a possibility. You mean he took it into the hen house? Yeah, and the chicken started squawking and flying around. Why would they have been squawking, making a lot of noise, and flying all around when a boa constrictor came into their hen house, their safe home? What would you do if a boa constrictor came into your house? Mrs. Fletcher would be out of here. No way, no how would I be happy. Go on, go on. What happened? Well, one hen got excited and laid an egg, and it landed on Jenny's head. The hen? No, the egg, and it broke. Yucky! All over her hair. What did she do? She got mad because she thought Tommy threw it, so she threw one at him. What did Tommy do? Oh, he ducked and the egg hit Marianne in the face. So this is how the whole entire food fight of eggs started. Is it on accident because of Jimmy's boa constrictor and how it scared the poor little hen who laid the egg and it landed on Jenny's head and then broke all over her hair. She got mad, she thought somebody else did it, and it caused this whole problem. So she threw one at Jenny, but she missed and hit Jimmy, who dropped his boa constrictor. I wonder what happened when he dropped the boa constrictor. Oh, and I know the next thing you knew, everyone was throwing eggs, right? Right. Oh my, where is that boa constrictor going? It looks quite scared. And when you ran out of eggs, you threw the pig's corn, right? Right again. Well, what finally stopped it? Well, we heard the farmer's wife screaming. Why was she screaming? Why do you think she was screaming? What would have happened that would have made her scream? She's got lots of animals at her house. I guarantee you, they usually don't make her scream. We never found out because Mrs. Stanley made us get on the bus and we sort of left in a hurry without the boa constrictor. Uh-oh, what happened when Mrs. Stanley, or the farmer's wife, was doing the wash? Look at the boa constrictor. It seems like a nice enough boa constrictor, but I don't think the farmer's wife thought so. I bet Jimmy was sad because he left his pet boa constrictor. Oh, not really. We left in such a hurry that one of the pigs didn't get off the bus. So now he's got a pet pig. I wonder how Jimmy's mom feels about him missing out on his boa constrictor and now the fact that he has a pet pig at his house. Boy, that sure sounds like an exciting trip. Yeah, I suppose if you're the kind of kid who likes class trips to the farm. Oh, look at that pig. He's now racing. And now, look at the farmer and his wife. And look at the pet boa constrictor. Now they've got a special pet. So think about pets that you've had before. I want to know, how long have you had your pet? Where did you keep it? Like, do you have a dog, a cat that kind of roams all throughout your house? Do you have a hamster? Do you have a fish? What kind of animal do you have at your house and how do you take care of it? What kinds of things do you do with your pet? That might be one of your chores, is to take care of your pet. How do you take care of it? And what is your pet's name? So be thinking about that. And if you had a boa constrictor or any animal that does not belong on the farm, would you take them? Would you risk it? And would you be okay just trading out your pet who you love so much? Think about that, and also think about how would your teachers, your family, anybody you know feel about a boa constrictor being around them while they are trying to do the wash.